Director of Outreach for the College of Fine Arts and the Director of Education for UA Presents. And these two guys, Douglas and Joao, the Brazil guitar duo, are playing a concert for UA Presents tomorrow night at Crowder Hall in the School of Music. And UA Presents makes it possible for us to bring artists like this to your school to play for you here in person. And I'm a classical guitarist and a big admirer of classical guitar, and in my opinion, this is the best guitar duo on the face of the planet. I've never heard two guitars sound so good and so tight together, and I'm so excited to share them with you. So a big round of applause for the Brazil guitar duo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you guys doing? Should we speak English or Spanish? What's best? Español? Español or English? We are very happy. No, seriously, Spanish or English? Okay. Thank you. Gracias. We are very happy to be here. Estamos muy felices, muy contentos por estar aquí. And we are going to show you a little bit of what we've been doing for the past 20 years playing together. Estamos tocando juntos há 20 años. Vamos mostrar un poquito de las cosas que hicimos. Perdón, mi español es terrible. Yo soy de Brasil. Yo hablo portugués, no, portuñol. Es una mezcla de portugués con español. We're going to show, this year we do, can you put a little down this microphone, the volume? Thank you. This year is our 20th anniversary playing together as a duo. And thank you. And during these 20 years, we learned a lot of music from different periods of the history of music. For example, this first piece we just played was composed by this guy from France, from the Baroque era, back then, like 400 years ago. And it was written for the harpsichord. You know the harpsichord? That's the grandfather of the piano. And the piece is called the Cyclops, El Ciclope. And the transcription for two guitars was made by João Luiz. So we play a lot of music from that period. You know, the music that was written for harpsichord fits very well in two guitars. And also we play modern music from European composers, and we play the music from our country, from Brazil. Everybody knows where Brazil is in the map? Yes? Thank you. That's great. So, you know, Brazil, it's a big, big country. There's lots of different musics, different types of music inside of Brazil. But there is a region of Brazil, is the northeast of Brazil, which is that the northern part to the right, when you look at the map. That part is very rich culturally. Well, the whole country is, but that part especially. And there is a rhythm that comes from that part. It's called frevo. Frevo, which is a dance and some parties on the streets. It's a beautiful, beautiful type of music. We're going to play a frevo now for you by this great composer called Egberto Gismonti. And the name of this frevo is Karate.
Oi? Ah, quando eles perguntarem.
Thank you. You like the karate? Yeah. So we can play something else, and then we can open for questions and answers, Q&A. But let's tocar Noites Cariocas antes. So we're gonna play one more from our country, from Brazil. This time from south, from Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro is a beautiful city, and there's a lot of nature inside of the city. There's beaches, mountains, waterfalls, everything. And it's a big city. I think it's around 10 million people living there. But this next tune is called Nights from Rio de Janeiro, and it's in a style that is very typical from our country, which is called choro. And it was composed by this great guy called Jacó do Bandolim. So, Nights from Rio de Janeiro.
Okay, so isn't this just like magical? I feel like I'm in another place. I'm in Brazil right now.
In Brazil, in Rio. Thank
All
you.
right, it's time for questions. What questions do you have for these wonderful performers that are coming here today to play for you? If you have a question, raise your hand. I'll come to you. Stand up. What is your question?
What inspired you guys to play together?
To play together?
What inspired you guys to play together?
Yeah, we were studying at the same college of music there in Brazil, and there was this subject called chamber music, where you have to play with other people. You should have that experience to not be a soloist and play with other people. And then we used to have the same teacher. We had the same teacher for almost 15 years. So right when João started on the school, we said, he came to me actually, say, hey, let's play one or two tunes together. Let's do a guitar duo. Say, okay, why not? Let's do it. And it was like that it started. It was very natural. So the first time we played, our teacher, he was a very wise guy, and he said, hey, you guys have to play together more often. You have to do something. There's something special there. And then we decided to learn more music, and started to play in small recitals in schools, in libraries. And then when we noticed we had a full program ready, so we went to a guitar competition, and we won the competition. And then things started to go like this, very naturally. Right? It was gradually and naturally. So, and the thing is that when we started to play together, we didn't have it was not a goal to be a guitar duo. We just wanted to do that because of the music, because we liked the sound of the two guitars playing together, and how you have to work with each instrument, because that's a combination that is very, very flexible and can play many kinds of music. So I think that was the main reason.
Thank you. Next question, sir, stand up.
What part of Brazil were you guys at?
What part of Brazil do you live in?
So we're both from Brazil, from São Paulo. Yeah, the city of São Paulo.
City of São Paulo. Next question. Yes, come on up.
In Brazil, do you have your own stadium to have music?
Do you have your own stadium or performance areas in Brazil where you play?
Oh yeah, so we do have like theaters, we have like chamber music series. Unfortunately, it's not very common in Brazil when you go to schools schools don't have like theaters, unfortunately, and also they don't offer music programs. That's very unfortunate, but so that's why one reason that we love to do this kind of outreach, this kind of program in schools here in the US is because so you have like this beautiful facility, and also you take music as one of the disciplines. This is very nice. So we wished we had that when we were starting in Brazil. We had to go to private college. We had to get private instruction in music because that's just not common in Brazil.
Next question. Is there a question over here? Yes, come on over. Or I'll come to you. Excuse me. All right, stand up. You can ask in Spanish too.
Pode ser em espanhol.
Sí, puede hablar en español.
Espanhol.
¿Nunca has tocado canciones así en español?
¿Cómo puede?
Canciones en español, así como El Manicero.
Yo no,
Que si cantan canciones en español.
si cantamos.
Ajá.
Ah,
O tocan canciones.
desafortunadamente, nuestro dúo es solamente música instrumental.
Pero yo creo que cuando no estamos así trabajando con música en nuestra casa, yo creo que sí tenemos la costumbre de cantar, pero no profesionalmente. Pero sí conocemos música en español, música de todo tipo, sí.
¿Conocen música mexicana?
Música mexicana, sí, por supuesto, sí. Y hay mucha música mexicana instrumental buena para la guitarra también.
Gracias. Okay, question up here. Stand up, honey. You stand up.
At what age did you guys met?
What age were you when you met?
So, I'll give you like the full story. So, we met in college. He's 1 year, he was a year ahead of me. So we met, I was 17, he was 18, basically. So, you do the math.
Okay, stand up, honey.
Hi, my name is Ana Sofia, and my question is, how old were you guys when you met?
When you started to play.
When you started to play.
The same.
When you started to play, how old were you?
Okay. So when we met, we already played for a long time. I started playing when I was 7. How old are you?
She's 9.
That's a great. Do you play music?
Do you play?
Yeah.
Yes.
What instrument do you play?
The guitar.
Oh, great. Good choice. Very good choice.
How many of you in here play the guitar? Raise your hand if you play the guitar.
You guys are very smart. You chose the best instrument.
All right, next question. Next question.
Hi, my name is Priscilla, and I want to know how long did it take you to learn the songs?
How long does it take you to learn how to play songs?
Well, it depends. It depends. We learn all kinds of songs. Actually, song, it's a name that you give to when there are lyrics, right? So when there's no lyrics, you call it tune or piece. You know? So to learn a piece or a tune, it depends. We play, for example, in our program tomorrow, we're going to play one piece that lasts for 30 minutes. It's divided in 4 movements, but it's 30 minutes, and we have to memorize the whole thing. So that took us a little while, a little longer, you know. But you know, we've been working for so long together that nowadays, when we decided to play one piece, it takes usually, I don't know, it depends, but average of 1 month to put everything together and to memorize the whole. But it depends. It could be 1 week. It could be 1 year. You know, it takes.
Thank you. Next question.
How many songs do you know?
Ooh, how many songs do you know?
So, a lot. So, we started playing 20 years ago, right? And then we've been through like different phases in our career. When we first started like playing together, we used to play one type of repertoire, and then like constantly, and this is part of like the learning process. So you have to be prepared to learn and play different music from time to time. So it's important that you learn a lot of like songs. Even sometimes when you don't like a particular song, but that song might be important for you to learn, because that will probably like, you're gonna learn something from it. But we do have like a lot of music in our repertoire. So we're playing, I would say tomorrow it's the new repertoire we're like focusing on, but since also we recorded many CDs, so we've been playing like quite a lot of music in this last 20 years.
Thank you. Another question, young lady?
I'm Kareli Rivera, and I have a question. How old are you guys?
How old are you?
How old?
I'm 37.
Well, today, yeah, in a few weeks you're gonna turn 38.
Not yet, I'm 37.
And I'm 39.
All right, another question? Yeah?
Do you guys play any other instruments?
Do you play any other instruments?
We do. So, my first instrument was a trumpet. And I started playing the school band, the marching band. But then I played also a Brazilian kind of, it's very similar to the ukulele. It's called Brazilian Cavaquinho. And I play percussion too.
I play the cavaquinho as well. The cavaquinho is a Brazilian instrument that have 4 strings. Looks like a guitar, but very small. And you play with a pick. And I used to play electric guitar. I used to play bass. And just a tiny bit of piano. But it's just a matter of... The guitar is already a very, very hard instrument. One lifetime is not enough to master this instrument. It's so... But, you know, the guitar is funny because it can be... What is this noise? The guitar can be very easy in the beginning. Where can you play some chords? It's a very accessible instrument. So right from the beginning you start doing sounds, but it's so deep. If you go inside of the guitar and you see all the possibilities you have, then you're going to see that it's a very, very hard instrument to play. Because you need your 2 hands, your both hands are needed to make one sound. Right? You have to press here and you have to play here. And it's a very intimate instrument because you take the sounds from your fingers, from your nails, and the guitar is very close to your chest. You know, it's very, very, very intimate instrument. Everything is very exposed when you play in a concert. That's what I think makes the guitar a difficult instrument to play.
Do you have time for a few more questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, stand up.
What college did you guys go to?
It's a college in Brazil. It's called Faculdade de Artes Alcântara Machado. I don't know if it's going to mean anything to you, but it's a good college, you know. And there was a teacher there. The guitar teacher was what called the attention to us to apply for that college. Because that's very important. Your question has different, the past that is very important because you have to find a teacher, a very good teacher that you trust, that can lead you to the way to, and can know what are your strengths, your weaknesses, and then can work on it for you, you know? It's very, very important. Very good question.
Okay, come on up here.
Where have you guys played so far?
Where have you guys played? Where around the world have you played?
So, let me start with this country. So we've been to almost, like, we're just missing like 3 states. Yeah. And we've been to like other continents as well. So we've been to Asia, we've been to South America, to Europe. Yeah. So we've been like playing many. Well, we're very fortunate to get to play in Cuba a few years ago, and
Hawaii, Alaska.
Yeah, we've been to like several like places. Yeah.
China.
But I think I think we know. At least I'm speaking for myself. But I think I know better the United States than my own country.
Yeah.
Okay, one more question here, sir.
I'm Jacob Valdez. Okay. And do you make your own music? And do you sing?
Do you write your own music?
We do. We both do. When we started like playing together, right in the beginning, it was very interesting because Douglas, he was already composing at a very early age, and then when we first met, he already had some compositions of his that we played, and my role in the duo in the beginning was more just like arranging music, like in the same way he was explaining. Okay, so we took music from the harpsichord, like Baroque music, and then we transcribed, we play on the guitar music written for other instruments. That was basically my role in the beginning. But nowadays we both compose, and sometimes, like depending on the program we're playing, we do play music that we composed.
And so we have quite a few high school students that want to know if you ever play for famous people.
Can you say again? Sorry.
If you ever play for famous people, famous movie stars or actors, do you ever perform for them?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think so.
They are the famous people that people come to see. Come on, you guys.
No, well, thank you.
Very small scale.
Well, I can tell you something. We had the privilege of playing together with our heroes, with our famous people. For example, Yo-Yo Ma, the great cello player. We did a week of rehearsals and a performance with him. With Paquito de Rivera, we played tours with him. And the Assad brothers, we played with them as well. So our personal heroes, they are very famous in the music world, but they're not Hollywood stars, but they're pretty famous. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for answering our questions.
Thank you.
We are actually wondering if you would play one more song for us.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you. We are going to play another one from Brazil. Now it's a different rhythm. The rhythm is called Coco. Coco. And it's from the northeast of Brazil as well. But before that, I'd just like to say again that we are very happy. Thank you for being a great audience for us. Thank you. See you next time.
So, Douglas and Joao, if I could pause you for just 1 minute. I heard that there were a lot of students in the audience who wanted a selfie with you or wanted your autograph. So I thought what I would do is take a picture of you with all of the students, and then I'll send it to the principal and the staff, and everybody can share it as they want. From here with it, so that we get to see all of them too. Okay, here we go. Is there lights for the audience? Can we turn on the house lights? Yeah, there we go. Everybody. And can I also say, let's stand up and give these guys the standing ovation they deserve. Let's hear it for the Brazil guitar duo. Okay, one more with Douglas's phone.
When it counts to 3. Let's count to 3, and then everybody put your arms up and say "Viva!" Okay?
Ready? 1.